Hi there, I'm Maddie. I'm the founder of a content marketing company. This review is for Ahrefs, which I give a 4 out of 5 star review. So there are a number of different SEO tools on the market. Specifically, I was looking at Ahrefs for its all-in-one capabilities. It can do a lot of different things for the clients that I work with in the capacity of my specific business. The top contenders were SEMrush and Moz. There are also a lot of more niche SEO tools for different specific purposes. And that's not to say that I don't use some of them, but I was really looking for something that could do a lot of things all in one for one price. At the time I picked Ahrefs, it was one of the best values for the money. Compared to a tool like Moz, it had a little bit more of the features I was looking for, and also a really important aspect of Ahrefs specifically was the data that they use in order to help you analyze different facets of SEO. So compared to Moz, it was better from really like a data and features perspective. Compared to SEMrush, it was a little bit more specific to the type of work that we do at my agency. I think at the time the pricing was also a little bit better, again, for the specific features I needed. And ultimately, Ahrefs also has really great support. They do an excellent job of showcasing their tool and how to use it in their own content marketing. They have a really great SEO blogging course that I've taken to also understand different niche ways to use their tool. Overall, I just really like the brand. And honestly, up until recently, it was everything I could want and more. Ahrefs is pretty straightforward to set up. There's not a whole lot of really onboarding you have to do or training to use the software. The more you dig into it, the more you can get out of it, especially, again, those sort of niche use cases. There is a way to connect Ahrefs to other tools like Google Search Console, I believe also Google Analytics, mostly Google Search Console. And that might take a little bit more effort if that's not something that you've done before, integrating those specific tools or any other tools to Google Search Console, for example. But anybody who's done it for other tools, that would be a pretty straightforward process again. So yeah, I think it's the type of tool that anyone from a beginner to advanced user can get great use out of. There are probably other tools out on the market that are easier to pick up just because they really filter information to just things like, for example, keyword research and focusing on monthly search data and keyword difficulty and not really sharing any other relevant details. But for me and my purposes and those that work with me at my business and the clients that we work with, Ahrefs and all the extra data, it is useful to have. So again, it really spans from different types of users, can get different things out of it. And I think that's what's really great about it. So I think the biggest consideration, especially for a new user who is just now looking into an all-in-one SEO tool or even specific features that they like about tools like Ahrefs, is really the cost. That's something for me that has driven me from the platform into looking into some of the other competitors, and really SEMrush, which I mentioned earlier, is the one that I have settled on as a replacement. It's not a perfect replacement, but it does have the features that I need. Ahrefs has changed the way it does pricing. There's kind of like a credit system. It's not so much like a known monthly cost anymore, whereas in the past it was easier to budget for. Now it just doesn't really scale as effectively. So that's really the biggest thing. Everything that I've said about Ahrefs previously about the features and their marketing and how to use the product and the quality of the data, all that still rings true if you are using Ahrefs in sort of like this agency capacity for multiple clients and not just for a personal project where you can probably keep your costs low. That's just something that you're going to want to keep in mind as you add new clients. I think the other big thing, which I've already discussed, is really the features. What is it that you need month over month, things like keyword research, backlink tracking, reporting, technical audits. There are other things that all of these platforms can help you with. Moz specifically is one that can be really useful from a local SEO perspective that I don't think Ahrefs really touches. So if you do local SEO, that's maybe a better fit for you. Besides features, education about how to use the tool, where it comes into pricing, again, like any sort of like limitations and features that might affect your ability to use it effectively. Those are really the biggest things to keep in mind. And so kind of come in with a list of what you need and then evaluate the big players based on that.